Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today it's just a really random rambling video. I'm in my comfies, my hair's up, I'm gonna yawn because I'm tired. It's currently like 9:25 at night and this is really random, but I've been thinking about it all day because I'm not even joking when I say I literally dreamt about making this video last night. I literally dreamt about it and I was like, I've got to make it. Don't know if anyone will watch it, but if you do, thank you for being here. So this video, if you can see from the title, it's going to be things that I don't really care about anymore, and you shouldn't either. Not in a bad way, but here we go. So the first thing is, what other people look like. What other people look like really has no consequence to me at all. Like when I was younger and a teenager, I used to be like, oh my god, why aren't my legs like that? Why don't I look like that? Why is my stomach like that? Why have I not got a thigh gap? What even, like a thigh gap, that was a stupid trend. Like everybody's body is different. Like I'm 5'3" and I've got a longer torso and shorter legs, so my legs are going to be curvier, chunkier, whatever. It's just how it is. And I remember being like, oh, Miley Cyrus's legs are so thin and my friend's legs are so thin. My friend is like 6'3". She's an entire foot taller than me, so she's got like meter long legs. Of course they're going to look different and be thinner, whatever. Well, they are thinner, but you know what I mean, so no quote marks needed. But basically what other people look like is of no consequence to me, and it shouldn't be to you either. You shouldn't compare yourself. It's taken me like 28 years to realise this, but I'm 28 now. I'm old. I'm close to 30 than I am 20, which makes me depressed, but you know. It shouldn't really, because like it's a privilege to be alive and all that, but you know what I mean, I'm joking. It's just weird because when I'm going off on a tangent as I always do. It's just weird because when you're younger and like a teenager or a kid, you're like, I'm never going to get to that age, that's so old, blah blah blah. Sorry, I think I've got nail varnish on my leg. Excuse me. But what I'm trying to say is that don't compare yourself to other people, because there's only one you, and how you are and look is unique and lovely and perfect just as you are. Don't be bothered about what other people look like. That's one. The second one is people's thoughts and opinions. Other people's thoughts and opinions on me is none of my beeswax, none of my business at all. Whatever their perception of me is, as long as I am kind to people and I'm nice to people, it shouldn't matter. Like their perception of me and whatever version they've made up of me in their heads, that's their problem, not mine. I can't bother to care anymore. Like if I'm being nice to you and I've never been nasty towards you, and as long as I'm being a nice person, not being mean, then whatever version you've made up of me in your head, that's your business, not mine. I don't really give two shits. I don't care. So yeah, basically don't be bothered about other people. You're literally only here for like a finite amount of time. Like I'm not even joking. Like life is so fleeting, and people will tell you this who've lost people young or whatever, or lost anyone at all. Life is so fleeting, and us as humans are only here for like a blip. Like even if you get to 100, that's nothing compared to how long the planet's been here and how long it's going to, touch wood, be here in the future. Like your time here is finite. It's not infinite. You've only got a certain amount of time. When the big man in the sky wants you, the big man in the sky wants you, in my opinion. And life is so fleeting. So to be bothered about what other people think about you or their opinions on you, as long as you're being a nice person, it really doesn't matter. Like wear what you want, do what you want, again as long as you're being a good person, not doing illegal things and bad things. Enjoy the things that you want to enjoy, blah blah blah. Don't even get me started on that, where like people make fun of people for the hobbies that they like. I feel like especially women, like men can like what they like football and gaming, but women get like made fun of. Like, so what if I'm 28 and I still like Disney things like Hannah Montana and bloody Pocahontas and stuff? Who gives a crap? I'm not being funny, but life's too short. If I enjoy it, I enjoy it. Like, whatever. Excuse me, like I enjoy 50s music and 50s style, and mainly 50s style, but I also like 50s, 60s and 70s music. But what I'm trying to say is, like what you like, wear what you want, do what you want to do, be who you want to be, just be your authentic self and not bothered what other people think or their opinions, because it really doesn't matter. Everybody's different. Like you wouldn't expect, like that's going back to body image thing as well, like you wouldn't expect one breed of dog to look like another. We're all humans, we're all the same species, but we're all individual. There's literally only one of you, unless you've been cloned, which, a bit weird, but, and you'd have to be really rich for that. But anyway, there's only one of you. You're unique, you're amazing. It's amazing that you even came to exist, like all the things that came together for you to exist. You're amazing, don't bother what other people think. The third thing, I was trying to think what I was like dreaming about last night. Oh gosh. Oh my god. Okay. Caring about like food. Like if you enjoy the food, eat the food. As long as you eat everything within moderation, just eat it. But like if I have a sandwich, if I have bread, I can't have rice. Like for my lunch, I can't have rice for my tea. What the flip? Are you for real? Like, bro, come on. I mean, life's too short. I'm on my deathbed. I am not going to be like, do you know what? I'm really glad I didn't have that rice because they had a bread cake for my dinner. No, I'm going to be really glad I ate that. Or like, I'm really glad I didn't eat that piece of cake. Eat the cake. Or like somebody who's like, I'm not going to have a buttermint. A buttermint. What is a buttermint going to do? If you're having one buttermint, even one buttermint a day, it's going to do nothing. Absolutely jack shit. Do you know what I mean? Like my dad, when I told him that like bread cake and rice, and he was like, oh, don't listen to him, Sarah. Like, they're just being stupid. Like, that's daft. I mean, do what you want to do and diet however you want to diet, as long as you're doing it safe. And you're doing it for you, not for other people. But, geez Louise, I'm not being funny. Life is too short. If I'm like on my deathbed, I can guarantee I'll be thinking, you know what, I'm really glad I went out with my friends and family. I spent the time doing things that I wanted to do. I ate the things that I enjoy. Just eat everything in moderation. How do you think they used to survive in past? Like my grandma always says, just eat everything in moderation, you'll be fine. Like a mum, this is a bit of a bad example because a mum never used to go to the doctor and they found out she had diabetes, but she died at 92. Do you know what I mean? So, and she says she used to eat whatever she wanted. So, I mean, look after yourself. Like, but that's probably a bad example because she didn't like doctors and different generation. But still, do you know what I mean? So yeah, basically, eat what you want, drink what you want. Like, I mean, like, within your limits. I mean, like, I wasn't just talking about alcohol, but don't obviously like overdo it with alcohol because that's not good for you. But you know what I mean? So just eat the cake, eat the stuff that you like. Who gives a shit? Right, okay, the next thing is like body image. Like, again, harping back to my thing of everyone's different. Like, and you know what? I've started to call my little tummy now that I've got one. And it's okay for your weight to fluctuate. Your weight fluctuates throughout your life. Your body fluctuates throughout your life. But your worth doesn't. Remember that one. Your worth does not. It's okay to fluctuate. I'm not going to be the same at nearly 30 as when I was 18 because I was still growing at 18. Or like when you look back, you're like, oh, when I was 16, 17, I was so thin. You were a child. A literal child. Now I'm an adult. So, no. And women's bodies change, men's bodies change, but women's bodies change to become childbearing, which touch wood, I'm never going to have kids because I don't want them. It's a personal preference. I've been rambling for nearly 10 minutes already. But, do you know, that's what I was going to say. Do you know, I've started calling my little tummy now. I call it my safety pouch. And do you know why? Because it keeps my organs safe. So, if you've got a safety pouch, your organs are safe. I'm just saying. And my grandma always says, and she always says that her mum, who was my great grandma, who was actually born 100 years before me. I was born in 1996, and she was born in 1896. Because our grandma had a birth certificate out at one point, and I was like, oh my god, and I'm named after her. Apparently I'm not as stubborn as she was. Oh no, I am stubborn, but I'm not as like, she was quite like fiery and sometimes a bit mean, but I think she was a product of her time because she had to be. Because obviously it was hard times and she didn't grow up as privileged as we are these days. But anyway, what was I say? Safety pouch. I was on about that. Then I went off on a tangent. It's not going to be back to me. I'll watch this back and be like, Sarah, for God's sake. But basically what I'm trying to say is everybody's body is different and it really doesn't matter if you've got a bit of weight on you, if you haven't. Oh, that's it. My grandma and my great grandma always used to say it's good to have a bit of meat on your bones to ward off infection, to fight off infection. So if you've got a bit of meat on your bones, it's good. I've got a safety pouch. My organs are safe. So who's winning? So like I say, eat healthy, blah blah blah. Like eat everything in moderation, whatever. I don't know. But it's okay to have like a piece of cake and chocolate in the same day. It's okay to have a bread cake and rice in the same day. For God's sake. Right. Goodness sake. Whatever. I don't know how many I've done now. It's the third or fourth point. Oh, gosh. These are just things that I've learnt throughout my life. I don't know how many points I've made now. I feel like I've rambled enough. I've said don't bother about other people's opinions, what other people look like, what other people... Do you know what I mean? Like, enjoy. If you enjoy doing something, do it. Basically, just enjoy life. Life is too short to be bothered what people think. Love yourself. Be who you are. And you'll be okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you would like to. It's free. Hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload. If you've got to the end of this video, well done. I've been rambling like a good one. Oh, I've got one of those spots coming that's underneath the skin. I can feel it. It hurts. Oh. Yeah, with that said again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you and all your friends and family are safe and well. Look after yourselves. Hope you're enjoying the bank holiday weekend. Stay safe, stay well, stay you. Love yourself, you're perfect just as you are, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, guys.